Season 2 in the graphic literature of library of comics and stuff.
Where am I? Here I am. Oh my god. It's Luna. How you doing, Luna? My name's Wallace Ryan. We're here in the Library of Graphic Literature, hanging out, and as you can tell, tell the people what day it is.
It's Halloween!
I'm trying to do my best. Oh, and introduce them to
Batcat.
Batcat. Flap, 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 flap. The Batcat flew in and see how everything is doing. Oh yeah, look, and his ugly doll buddy called Dracula. So yeah, it's Halloween. I guess people can guess what we're both done up like.
Yes, quite.
Yes, quite. And we decided for tonight horror comics or scary comics, I guess. Scary comics, horror comics, one or the other. Got 2 new ones and then a bunch of other ones thrown in. So it should be fun. You a fan of horror much?
I get so scared.
Too scared?
Bit too scared.
Bit too scared. Okay. I know, I can see it. I like old-fashioned horror movies. Like the Frankenstein from the other night.
Yeah, I like movies that are like horror movies that are obviously horror movies.
Yeah.
I like Orphan.
Okay, I never did see that one.
That was fun. That one's like based off like a true story kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I never did see that one.
There's this other one with like 2 sister twins. I haven't seen that, but I wanted to see it.
Oh.
I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I'm not much one for the chop 'em up horror ones, but I like more scary monster crap, right?
I like demonic children coming to eat your soul.
Yes, now demonic children do rule.
But fuck Chucky, I can't handle that. That like traumatized me. I still can't deal with Chucky. There was like a thunderstorm once, and I had this like TV, and it was like one of those ones like with only 2 dials and 13 channels. And when the thunder like struck, and then it was a big old blast of lightning, Chucky's face came right up on the TV, and that was the last thing I seen before the power went out, and it was just too much to handle, and yeah.
I can imagine the scream, right?
But Chucky long traumatized me before that. That was just
okay.
One of the many times.
Okay. I was traumatized by an episode of The Outer Limits. Actually.
I love The Outer Limits.
Oh yeah, great one, but was one where this was the 1960s black and white one, and there's this town, and they can't seem to get out of the town. When they drive to the limit, there's these sort of mud creatures that attack them and, I don't know, suck their life essence or whatever, and it scared the living shit out of me as a kid. But there was another one, Island of Terror, and it was this island, and these weird creatures were there that looked like turtles with snakes that came out of them, and they'd wrap on people and suck all their vital juices out. And whenever one of the villagers chopped it in half, it would split, and it'd be all like this. Look exactly like Franco-American spaghetti. We used to even joke about that. Oh, spaghetti! Can't drink that. I can't eat that anymore, right?
Oh.
But it was cheesy. I like some of the old cheesy ones, right? But,
cheese.
You like cheese? Sometimes?
I like it shredded.
Ah, okay.
Or thinly sliced.
I'm a cheese melt type of person too. I love the cheese melt.
You're a pretty cheesy guy.
I am cheesy.
You walked right into that.
I walked right into that. Yeah, sometimes, well, and it gotta be said, right? You can't let something like that go by, right? If I say something like that, that leaves me open, you got to take a shot, right? So, one of our new books this week is
Ghost Rider.
Of course, I guess a lot of people are familiar with him from the Nicolas Cage movies, none of which were really that good, right? But he's there he is. Actually, I had the I didn't collect them as a kid, but I did have this issue, mainly because of the artist, Gil Kane. Because Gil ruled. They're not there. Bit of theme music for Ghost. Ghost Rider. And it ends
That's not the theme music, that was just me just...
And this one actually ends with, it's a story by this guy, Jim Sterling, who is the creator of Thanos. He did an issue of Ghost Rider. And it's pretty cool, him and this other guy, Steve Laola, who I was always big fans of. But a really, really cool episode. He meets Death, who's also on a motorcycle, and he got to race Death. And Death is like, oh, look, see that little girl down there? Whoever gets to her first. If I get to her, she's dead. If you get to her, you can save her life.
Oh, so 10 points.
Yeah, 10 points. 10 points. Exactly. Oh, here's one. He just walks by, he hits this guy, just taps him. That's where he first realizes, holy shit.
So was one guy trying to save him, one guy trying to kill him?
Yeah. The Ghost Rider's trying to save him, and Death, who kind of looks like him but only a bit greener, is trying to kill him.
Oh.
And so yeah, it's pretty cool. And it was only a one-shot story. It never continued, but it was still pretty cool.
I like the color palette.
Yeah. This was actually one of my favorite issues. I had that, like I say, when I was a kid. Loved it.
You got wings.
Remember earlier we were talking about the horror in the horror comics, right? The what was banned and what wasn't, and then in the 70s how Marvel came out with all these horror titles. Well, here's one of the other ones. This is called The Tomb of Dracula. Dun 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 dun. This was bloody cool. It was drawn by the same guy, Gene Colan, or they call him Gene the Dean Colan. And Gene drew every single issue of this, co-creator of Blade, essentially, right? This is where Blade first appears in this series, right, as a vampire hunter. Here's,
I want to suck your blood.
I tell you, it is something. But he does a great Dracula. Like his Dracula looks really fierce. And let's see if I can find. Let's find him. Of all the Draculas, be that TV, movies, or whatever, the Dracula in this does look freaking scary. Or he's evil, right? But he's also sort of almost majestic in a way because he's a former leader or whatever, right? But the book's as much as about them. Oh, the bat cat is making a run for it. No, bat cat has to stay here.
He tried to fly away.
Flap, flap, flap.
He tried to fly away.
Just like Dracula in the Tomb of Dracula. Anyway, a great. This is the best Dracula stories I ever read. Even better than the original. And people are saying, "Oh, that's really bad." Blah blah blah. It's true. Live with it, right?
Really bad. Blah blah blah.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, Batcat. Go be free. Be free.
Oh,
the other cat wants in.
Yeah. Oh, he's still got.
He looks so cute with the wings.
He's still got the wings on. Oh, I think he's going over to try to let his friend in. His friend who he then just turns around and torments, right? What's with that?
It's his little plaything.
Now this, of course, this is the other. Speaking of horror comics.
Oh, he's trying to get the wings off.
Oh. Come
horror
here.
Comics? Yes. Oh, The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead. Yeah.
It lost my attention after season 2.
Yeah.
It just it was the drama.
Yeah. Well, the comic is far superior to the TV show.
I've heard that.
Yeah. And things happen differently in it and stuff like that make more sense, I think.
I remember that thing was like selling out though.
What's that?
It was selling out.
Yeah. Now, when I first came across it, because it was I think up to issue 20 or something like that when I first came across it, and I thought, oh, Walking Dead zombie comic, who cares, right? But I read it, and it's actually like very well written. Like the characters are great, everything about it was really cool. It was just like, jeez, this is actually not a bad comic, right?
Oh.
So I was quite surprised, and I started reading it, and then I was reading it before the TV show came out, right?
The cat's trying so hard to get out. I have to go.
Okay, we're gonna let Bat Cat loose here, and there goes Bat Cat. Okay, we're gonna leave Bat Cat outside along with Lila, his Robin cat, you might say. Oh, would you say that?
She's pretty annoying.
She is, isn't she?
I love her.
So now here we have the chilling adventures of Sabrina. Sabrina, of course, was like, I mean, it has it here in the back. She was, well, it was Archie comics, right?
Yeah.
She was the teenage witch and all that. But this is a little bit of a darker type of story. I guess they based the TV series off this, was what it was, right?
I love the artwork for it.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But what led into this was Afterlife with Archie, was their first series, and it was zombies taking over what is it?
I'm taking off
Riverdale.
my shoes.
Oh yes, go ahead.
Some
Hours.
You smell? I don't smell anything.
No, neither do I
I
actually.
have like 3 pairs of tights on, so I hope not.
You have the least smelly feet I've ever.
Oh, it smells sweet.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna start my food. Mother Nature's coming.
Now.
It smells
See-
so sweet though.
See, people don't know what to expect now when they watch this show, and that's what's so cool about it, you know? We talk about comics and smelling feet and stuff like that. We cut across all barriers, I think.
And for context, I can smell hormones. Technically, everyone can smell hormones. They just don't know what it smells like.
Yeah?
And it's just a natural human process, okay, guys? Like,
Okay, we gotta keep it PG now. Reasonably PG. Yeah, it's slowly slipping into an upper PG lately, right? Now for the Thursday comics, we're swearing and going mad on that, right?
you know I'm not a PG person.
I know,
I'm
I know.
I'm PG-14, okay?
Yeah, exactly. And
At
I
least.
knew that from the moment you came on. So yeah, we're up in the score here a bit. Now this is creepy. It was Creepy, Eerie, and Vampirella. This was those magazines I told you were exempt from the Comics Code, and they had great art in them though, actually. Like
I just want to color it.
better art. Oh yeah, well that's it. It was all black and white, and better art than
I
like.
like colors. That was my color.
Oh look at this guy.
Look at those Cthulhu motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's like Cthulhu. Oh, Jabba the Hutt day.
This
I'm
art.
kidding. Don't come at me.
this artist here. This is a guy named Alex Nino. He's still alive, still painting. I friended him on Facebook. He's still painting. He's in his 90s and he's still painting. But his line and artwork and his comic book work was just off the scale. Like I loved his stuff. I'd never seen someone who did comics like Alex. Alex, we love you. Like really great detail and stuff like that. So if you want to check it out, here's a great panel of, and he just did great stuff. So these people actually, you know,
Dear Uncle Creepy.
Dear Uncle Creepy. Oh, and that's,
Looks like Adam and Eve.
I think it's, I don't know what that is actually. It's
Amazonian.
Murder on the Vine. Is it Bruce Jones did that? No, Esteban Morado. And Carrie Bates. Ooh, huh. This is a guy, Bernie writes, and he co-created Swamp Thing. He did some great horror stuff. So this was the other cool thing about Creepy. It had like all the best from the comic books doing more adult material than they could do it in Marvel or DC, right?
And the Batcat has returned.
The Batcat has returned. Yeah. Come on. Is he kind of shy, is he? Come on, you want to get up here and hang with us. But yeah, it kind of, both the eerie and creepy kind of went out of style when society started going to hell, and all comics could have ghouls and vampires and Frankensteins and everything like that. So, yeah. Now, what else do we have? Fetch us the pussycat.
He just wants to leave again.
What is it?
Is this the last one?
This is the last one. Last but not least, this book is worth like $600 or something like that now.
Yeah.
Right? So this is Werewolf by Night. Ta-da. So in the 70s when they could do horror again, they did that Dracula book, and this was the werewolf book. And this one was actually good too.
I remember that book that was called Vampira that like a friend of mine brought in. That was apparently worth a little bit.
Oh, Vampirella? Yeah, that's...
Oh, Vampirella, yeah.
Yeah. That would have been with the Eerie and Creepy. It was the same company. It was called Warren Magazines. So they did Eerie, Creepy, and Vampirella.
It was so sexual.
Oh yeah. God. Well, that was a good thing. That was the cool thing. Well, especially being 15-year-old kid like me buying them at the time. It was just like had boobies, everything in it. It was just like, oh my God. Now, of course, had to hide them because his mom had found them, right? You know, she would have killed me. But this one, a lot of these are drawn by this guy, Mike Plug. He worked on, I think, the Dark Crystal. He ended up going into movies, doing the concept stuff for movies. Let's see, as a matter of fact, let's have a look at his biography in here. Where is it? Jeez. Right down here at the bottom. Yeah, 78 Lord of the Rings, Superman 3. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, he did a Man Thing, which was kind of like Marvel's Swamp Thing. And I loved his style. It was cool. As a matter of fact,
it's so thick.
It is. This is what they call an omnibus, and this is basically like, you know, the first books that we were looking at.
Yeah.
This is basically like 3 of them in one book.
Mm.
So those had 10 comics in it. These have about 30 comics in it. So it's you could do some serious damage if you hit someone with this, right?
I'd say.
I always said if someone had ever tried to rob me or whatever, I'd just pick up one of the books and whack them with that, right?
Hmm.
Hey there. You coming up to... Oh, that's Lila. Oh, here's... Now this is, of course, is not Lupo, the comic-loving cat. This is Lupo's Robin friend, Lila. Lila is... what would you say about Lila? Quieter, more mischievous, more of a troublemaker than Lupo.
She's a silky baby.
She's a silky baby. Okay. Well, yeah. But she, very, very soft cat. Possibly the softest cat I've felt in my life. I'm serious. And you can't hear it on the camera, but she's purring right now. Tingling, tingling, tingling. Oh my God, it's the phone is ringing. Hang on a second. Hello. Oh, it's Dennis. Hey Dennis, how's it going? Yeah, the cats are here. Yeah, Luna too, yeah, we're shooting the show. Oh, hang on a sec. Wants us to remind people about the Thursday comics coming up this Thursday. What are we doing again? Jeez, I think we're doing a top 10 list. Anyway, our latest one, the last one we did, was about comic book stores, so they're worth listening to.
Lila says hi too, Dennis.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Lila's saying hi too. Okay, well, and he says make sure we plug the In the Library of Graphic Literature show, which we're on anyway. And, oh no, the Comics Positive, he was saying, yes, and Comics Positive, where we talk positively about comics. Oh yes, and that, yes. And even more important, check out my my Patreon account.
Yeah.
It's listed under Alphabet Comics, so if you want to contribute some money and help a poor starving artist make some comics and do some cool videos and stuff for you, this is the place to go. Yeah, thanks, Dennis. Okay, bye. Let Dennis always interrupting in the middle of the show, right? It's not really the middle of the show. It's kind of like the end of the show, really.
Cat butt.
Cat butt, cat butt. Facing some serious cat butt. Well, now next week, we'll have a look back at something I'm not quite sure yet, but I'll find something cool for us to look back upon, and we'll just chat in general and hang out. Hey? Okay. Well, on that note, should we take the cat and make a run for the border? What do you think? Yes?
You do you.
Yeah, I do me. Okay. There she goes. Okay. Thank you very much. Keep on reading the comics and